if I come in conditioned. If I will come in conditioned and I will place top 5, period, done, okay, done. Like day to day. They said to switch up a lot of just my timing, my schedule. Saturdays are very jammed for me, and me and my client are on different type schedules, so I need to make sure that scheduling from here on out, I'm able to do all that I can, because again, when we're doing this, it's I'm doing this anabolic free, so I have to be in the gym as much as I can in terms of like my push-pull legs, training both muscle groups twice a week, then maximizing just the quality of the reps so I can just really exhaust the muscle. So, and I'll bring you guys that through that when I'm at the gym. So see you guys in a bit. 5 weeks into prep, I've lost about 6 pounds, and just guys, give you guys a breakdown of like exactly what I'm doing in terms of training and my approach. So I am doing this anabolic free. So just to guys give you an understanding, right? So for me, moving into prep, my goal is to get as dry and lean as I possibly can, and hopefully on the way down that I can, change a few things in terms of like, getting my shoulders to pop a little more, my chest, and then maintaining as much of my legs as I possibly can. So for me, the name of the game is nutrition-wise. Obviously, I need to keep my protein, at its peak of what I can. And then obviously with fats, just sustaining good hormonal balance on the way straight down. Then having obviously the carbs for the good energy source for my training, and minimal of it for throughout the day for me. When it comes to training, I'm not pushing heavy weight. I'm not gonna be pushing heavy weight. I will be literally in that 70% of my run at max load, and exhausting that resource in like long stretching, pause reps. Like I'm gonna overemphasize range of motion, different contractions and whatnot. So that's how I'm gonna do this. And so right now today, we're at our next mesocycle using the RP hypertrophy app and training today. So this mesocycle will bring me, it's 11 weeks out right now. It'll bring me 6 weeks in. I'll be at 5 weeks out at the end of this mesocycle. So you guys can watch me straight through this. And I've had to change my programming around in terms of days. I found my days throughout the week have been pretty busy. So for me to get into successful, I wasn't getting into successful leg days, which I need to. So for me, I had to switch my schedule to be training on Sunday. My week will start on Sunday. So legs, push, pull, legs, push, pull. And then I'll maybe do an arm day if I have any extra time with that. But so what exercises for me are gonna be most beneficial? Basically lying hamstring curls, any type of hamstring curl. Belt squat has been awesome. So I'm gonna be using the Bells of Steel belt squat. It's probably my favorite belt squat out of all belt squats I've used. And then we're gonna do leg extensions, and then walking lunges. So those have been good for me. And it's gonna be basically volume and picking a load that's gonna basically wipe me out. So that's the goal, guys. So today, just started this mesocycle, going through this. There's only like one set here. I'll probably add sets as we go just to feel out how this week's gonna go. And then we'll, turn up the juice as we keep going. Not turning anybody's juice up. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, so I'm gonna get into this right now. First off, we're gonna do lying leg curls. Work my way up, getting myself, basically this first week is gonna be, just really pushing myself in terms of like load in, like I said, overemphasizing the contractions. So I'll be doing very long pauses and holds to really exert myself and see where I'm at in terms of intensity here. So then the app basically, sets up your next week in terms of intensity based on, how you're feeling in terms of soreness, recovery-wise, how your pump was, and so forth. So the app's pretty dope. Suggest you guys get it. But we're gonna get her started. So I'm gonna warm up a little bit and get her going. long stretch of the bottom. That's why I see my hips kind of coming up a bit. Fully stretching the bottom. Still active, man. Just really trying to warm up. Just the smallest weight possible. So I'm not gonna input the weight yet into the app until I get to my hard set. So I'm driving the hips down. This machine is a machine. This at-home hamstring curl leg extension combo bench is surprisingly harder than anything I ever used before. So you don't have to load this thing that much. So 2 plates is gonna be pretty tough. Feels like it's gonna definitely make me work hard, but again, I'm not trying to throw a bunch on here. If I find this is too much and I can't really control this, we're gonna back right off. But basically I'm just gonna go by the weight, how much weight I'm doing right now in terms of like, what is my load right now, and then get a good amount of data so we can continue progressing as we go. Just get some metrics. 2 RIR. Right, so 1 set. I'm gonna do 1 more set with this because we're just gonna basically add another set. Right, so 2 RIR, log set, right? And then I'll give you my metrics. So definitely had like 2 more reps there. So I'll log in 2 reps. I was about like 2, so bam. Then it gives me these metrics, right? So now it's gonna tell me, how's the joint pain? None, great, no joint pain. Hamstring pump, absolutely amazing, right? And then we go, did I push the limits, hamstring, did I push limits? Right, pretty good. I push my limits, or push too much. I push the limits and then it takes that. Then it'll take the data into the next time I train. It's gonna give me, my reps or sets and whatnot, right? All right, so we are definitely putting on the knee wraps. These are absolutely amazing. These are from Bell Steel. They sent me these to try them out, see if I liked them. What I do like about them is they're super tight. Offer some crazy support. Is this the end all be all? No, but this is a good, I used it before and I like them. I suggest you get yourself some, right? It's not being a wimp or whatever, something dumb like that. When it comes to support and longevity, me being able to continue this prep, I gotta make sure that I'm staying as healthy as I possibly can. So for this, really, I'm trying to treat this just like a squat, get as much hip and knee flexion as I can. The quads is what I'm trying to aim for. If we want to go a little hamstring, we can go a little wider and treat this like a sumo deadlift, so we get a lot more adductors. But here, you'll see me treat this like a goblet squat or like, a dumbbell or a kettlebell squat or deadlift you've seen before. I'm gonna stretch to the bottom. So all my reps are gonna look just like this, no matter how much weight I put on. So I'm basically doing this. It's dress rehearsal. Get my body used to exactly what we're gonna do when we start loading this a little more. So I'm not gonna take it for a bunch of reps. I'm gonna do just a few, get myself in. So hips and knees, watch, hips and knees, break at the same time. Not one, then the other. At the same time, we're just breaking. So we're basically just doing straight sets. Once the app basically takes its data, then it'll start applying set intensifiers. Mile, rep, might tell you, come to X amount of RIR. You're not looking for the actual amount of reps, more so than based off your RIR, which is your rep in reserve. Let's load her up. I'm just gonna use the plates themselves. I don't know how much the actual machine weighs, so I'm just gonna say when I'm weighing This will be right 180. 4 plates, right 90 inside, 90 inside. I'm not including the bands, the resistance. I'm just gonna put this, easier to measure. The resistance bands, basically extra for me. For the toes, you guys can see them here, but my toes are pretty flared. A little outside, 111. I'm externally rotating, and knees are above my toes, and line. If I can do 20 reps of this, I definitely had 3 more reps I can do here. So for me, it's like, okay, what are we gonna keep doing? Rep on rep on rep. So let's add some more and get us to come close to failure by 20 reps, right? So that's my goal, is to basically get myself to a place where I can just exhaust like this with a great amount of weight, perfect weight for me to be able to contract, and the shit just hurts in a good way. There's certain movements you do that might require a little more rest. You know, if you're training like chest or, you know, arms, shoulders, you recover pretty quick. But like back, legs, big massive muscle groups, right? You gotta think your legs and your back take a majority of your entire body. Your back is like almost half of your torso. It's almost your entire torso. Think about it, right? Stretching from here to your hip, all the way down your armpit, right? Both sides. Back and legs might take a little more time to recover. We're gonna go at it again. And my heart rate is bumped up a little bit to 122. By the time I set up again, I'll be back down. We'll do this again. So there you go. Just by staying strict on that rest, I was like, by the time my heart rate got down to like 120-ish from 150, it was about 2 minutes. So I rested right exactly that time with this. And it made that much of a difference, but leg extensions next, and then walk lunges. Anyway, look, we're on leg extensions. I know what I can do in here, so I'm gonna do 1 set. I'm gonna definitely do 3 sets. I'm gonna push on here. It says 2 sets on the app. I'm not gonna mark this one as an actual set. So I'm just gonna kind of feel it out here. Again, I'm gonna go like 10 plus reps, bring it to 20 reps, you know, max out that way. And then we're gonna either increase the load, and you see guys, my knee reps are still on because, you know, it helps me out still. So, and again, all my reps are gonna be the same. All right, so we got walking lunges. We're gonna use 40-pound dumbbells. Very manageable for me. We're gonna go rep-wise, we're gonna go there and back. I don't know if this is gonna record, but whatever. You know, if I start failing, I'll drop the weight and continue to go, right? So. Momentum's always going forward. I'm pushing forward every time. Right, heel, toe, over. This is like a long stride. Well, that is it. That's it for today's leg day. That's it, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed that. Like I said, I want to give you guys more insight of my training, you know, where I'm at in my mind, you know, my mindset, my approach. total transparency of where I'm at in terms of like, how I'm going to approach this prep drug-free. So like let me be honest with you guys. Let me get completely transparent. When it comes down to like being on a stage, I will be taking a diuretic. I let you know. I know how they work. I've used them before. I've also abused the shit out of them before as well too. So when it comes down to that, I know what's going on. And when it comes to leveling the playing field in a way, for me, like I said, I'm going into this with advantage. I'm coming down from a bigger size than most of my competitors. I'm one of the youngest of the competitors. I'm not saying being old is not a good thing at all. Or I'm not saying like, I'm young, I got the fountain of youth, I'm gonna kill everybody. I'm just saying right now in terms of where I'm at, my physique and whatnot, and being off of gear, like not off gear, being, not competing for over like a year and a half, more than almost that, I've been able to sustain what I've been able to sustain. So my goal, and the only goal, is to come in as peeled and dry as I can. That's the only way I'm gonna do good in this. I can't play I'm gonna play the size game. There's none of that bullshit. I gotta be in there as dry or leaner and drier than I was my last prep, period. I think I can get top 5 if I come in conditioned. I will come in conditioned and I will place top 5, period. Done, okay, done. I said it, and I meant to say that. I didn't, edit it out. I'm literally telling you, I will come in peeled, and I will place in the top 5. Where? Me saying I'm gonna win the show, I can't say that. Why? Because it's bodybuilding. I've done this before. I came second in the country like a few times. Like, I know how these things work. I know where I know what I can do in terms of what I can achieve. And then the rest is in the hands and the eyes of subjectivism or objectivism, whatever it is, doesn't matter. It's opinion at the end of the day. So I could be between 1 and 5, that's all I'm saying. I'm saying I'm gonna put together a package that is a winning package. Where they place me is where they will place me, but I'm saying right now, I come in peeled as hell, dry as hell, I will be in that top 5, I promise you that. Anyway, guys, hope you guys enjoyed that video, guys. If you get make sure you guys like, subscribe, and share, guys. Make sure you guys grab my PPL ebook. Also, guys, make sure you guys grab my nutrition ebook, which will be out very soon. When it does, more on that, guys. It is the best thing I've ever created. I wrote that thing. There's some unbelievable, personal experiences and anecdotes in there, along with a lot of, great information in terms of like how to properly diet, the dangers of crash dieting, pros and cons of crash dieting, pros and cons of lean gaining. You know what I mean? It's not really that, but regardless, it's the best thing I've ever written. I'm excited to get that out to you guys to really answer a lot of questions and make it super easy for you guys to understand, because you know how I am, guys. That's my forte. I explain things as easy as I possibly can for everybody to understand, so that they can take that information and apply it to their lives. Anyway, guys, if you guys enjoyed the video, guys, let me know in the comment section below. Let me know what else you guys want to see. Anyway, guys, you guys know what it is. Iron sharpens iron, progressive overload your life. In the meantime, y'all keep dream chasing. Peace.